Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Scotland versus Israel in the World Cup qualifiers for year 20 World Cup 2022. Hello. And to let you know, there are fans at this game today. There are fans, but only Israel fans are in the ground, so it's going to be even more pressure on Scotland today. So if Scotland do get the win, it's going to be made even harder because there are no Scottish supporters in this game because of restrictions on travelling. But hello everyone, Scotland versus England. Scotland versus Israel. Let's go, boys! Come on, Scotland!
Good to see the Saltire flag amongst the small crowd here, who certainly made a big noise during the Denmark game on Thursday, and I'm sure they will tonight as well.
Go on, Scotland! Go on, Scotland! Go on, Scotland!
Israel include Ofer Marciano of Hibs and former Celtic man Hatem Abdelhamid.
Come on, boys!
Offrey Arad just his second. The dangerous Manor Solomon scored the winner against Scotland back in November. Iran Tahavi has 18 goals in his last 20 internationals. His usual strike partner, Munis de Boer, went off injured against Denmark, so Sean Weissman makes a rare start. Celtic's Near Beaton is also injured. The officials are from Germany. The referee is Dennis Aitaken. 75th cap for Bibras Nacho, Israel's captain, and a 42nd cap for Andy Robertson, Scotland captain.
Qualifiers is now live on the channel.
Despite UEFA's formation here, it is a back three as usual. Steve Clark makes three changes from the Austria game. Che Adams makes his first start for Scotland.
Go on, Scotland!
And Ryan Fraser both come in. Ryan Christie, Lyndon Dykes and Stuart Armstrong drop to the bench. Stephen O'Donnell and Grant Hanley would miss the match against the Faroe Islands if they are booked tonight. And it's the same story for Christie and Dykes if they come on and it happens to them. Former Celtic man Biram Kyle is a sub for Israel. If Kevin Nisbet makes his debut, he'll be trying to put one past his Hibs teammate, Marciano.
Go on, Scotland! Go on, Scotland! Go on, Scotland!
But it's only the second game in the group, yet the stakes are high. Losing doesn't bear thinking about already, Davey.
Here we go, the game is about to get underway.
Game very early in the section, Steve Clark would probably take a draw off you. But having dropped 2 points against Austria, it's absolutely vital that Scotland win this game tonight.
Come on, Scotland!
And effectively put Israel out of the section already, given that they lost to Denmark at home in the last match as well.
Incidentally, when the Scotland players emerged to warm up, the giant scoreboard here in the Bloomfield Stadium had the message, "Welcome Scotland, long time no see." Well, it has been 5 months since these two last met.
Go on, Scotland, let's get the win today, boys!
Denmark beat Moldova 8-0 earlier, their biggest win for 34 years. 6 points out of 6 already for them.
Come on, Scotland, let's do this!
As the players stand together in the fight against racism. Israel and Scotland have met more times in the Old Firm this season, and they cross paths fairly frequently.
Go on, Scotland!
These two nations have seen more of each other than their own families over the course of this campaign. They must know each other inside out, David.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's
No
now
competition
kicked off
from
now.
Ireland
Scotland
tonight. I
versus
do think it's a good
Israel.
side, though. I like
Let's go and get the win.
Steve Clark has picked his team.
I'm
releasing
glad
John
Scotland.
McGinn.
I'm glad VAR is not
And
in
also
operation.
Ryan
That is
Fraser,
true.
The pace of Ryan Fraser, I think, could be telling tonight. The lad in the ball just now, TB, the skipper, is not quick. And, you know, they lost a goal against Denmark with a simple ball in behind. Hopefully Ryan Fraser's pace can give him and Israel problems tonight.
An early offside against Weissman. Willi Ruttensteiner is the Austrian coach of Israel, and he will come up against his homeland, of course, in this group. In fact, he was twice in caretaker charge of the Austrian national team.
Come on, Scotland! If we can get a result today, then I'll be happy.
McGregor onto it.
McGregor! Oh!
An early effort.
Oh, he's always going to
Unlucky!
Israeli
Unlucky,
defenders
McGregor!
backing off, not
Unlucky!
getting out to the ball quickly enough here. Lovely little pocket of space he finds there, Callum McGregor. He's better than that, but every right to take it on.
McGregor only a sub against Austria, but back in the starting lineup tonight is Zahavi. Now Dahl Perret, whose only international goal came against Scotland in the Nations League back in 2018.
Come on, boys! Just defend!
Solomon
Just defend!
proved to be a considerable threat in recent contests between these teams. Eli Dasser sends it across. John McGinn with a important challenge on Zahavi.
That's a good chance.
Well
Particularly
defended.
So prolific.
2 minutes played. Scotland 0. Israel 0.
A hopeful cross here, but it's a beautiful cutback for Zahavi, and he doesn't get it at all. He chokes it into the ground. Lovely setup from the wing back.
Yeah, you normally expect better from Iran Zahavi in those kind of situations. Steve Clark will be hoping for a rather better start to this match than he saw in his side against Austria. It was a slow burner. It's a free kick for Solomon. He's some player, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that Scotland really have to keep an eye on. I mean, we remember that solo goal, that wonderful goal he scored last time that Scotland were in Israel. You know, if you can, you show him the outside, you show him down the line, but he has such quick feet. He's very good at getting onto his right side.
Come on, Scotland!
Perez, Menachem, Solomon.
Come on. The ball's crossed in. Header. And it's a free kick to Scotland. Well done. Free kick to Scotland.
He had a bit of a problem there, Andy Robertson. He's caught 2 against 1. He's got Dassett on his outside. He's not sure whether to close the ball down. Just here, Andy Robertson, not quite sure whether to stick or twist. It allows the cross into the box. A clear free kick. Stephen O'Donnell just stands his ground there, back post.
Just keep the pressure going
It'd be
and...
great to hear fans.
Absolutely.
5,000. 30% of the tickets were given to health workers in Israel. But let's hope it's a sign of things to come around the world. Pretty sure 5,000 members of the Tartan Army would sound like about 55,000 or maybe even more.
Oh my God, we made a mistake already. God's sake. Marshall, look what you're passing.
Weissman, pinched by Tierney. Helped on by Fraser. And that is a free kick for Adams.
I think we'll see a fair bit of that tonight. TB against Adams.
So how is everyone? Everyone all right? Everyone enjoying the stream?
Anything that's knocked over the top or up the side of him, he does struggle for pace. And if Ryan Fraser in particular can go behind Shea Adams, Scotland might get a bit of joy in behind.
Just the one ball required. Having made it knows, can Scotland now reach a World Cup? There will be ups and downs, of course, as usual, in this qualifying campaign, but it is possible, it is doable.
So, put your question in the chat. England, Scotland 0, Israel 0, 5.5 minutes played.
Scotland against Denmark at Hampden is the final game in the group. Getting ahead of herself a bit there.
VR is more fried than scrambled eggs you eat on your pancakes.
Against Robertson.
Oh, unlucky Robson, unlucky Rob. Unlucky Robbo.
Type of run you want to see Andy Robertson make, though. Struggled at times to get forward against Austria. Austria put the right midfielder high up against them. It was only late in the game that he managed to have any real influence. Hopefully we'll see more of Andy Robertson tonight.
So if you guys enjoy the stream, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to like, subscribe at the same time.
TV. Abdel Hamid, who
I'm just stressing out right now because of this is a really difficult game for Scotland, but we're just going to keep the pressure going and try as much as we can.
a victory here, and Scotland could be looking at 7 points from 9 to start with. There's some work to be done to turn that into reality, of course.
Unlucky McTominay, unlucky!
Menachem.
Scotland are defending very well.
Part of that
They just not really got the ball, the ball together, and they just got to keep going. As long as they keep passing the ball around and do what they need to do, they can get a job done. Oh, don't let him shoot! Oh my God, I thought it was in. I thought that was in.
It was a very good opening for Israel.
Yeah, it was initially. Jack Henry does well.
I thought that was in. I thought Israel took the lead there, but unfortunately it's gone wide of the post. Still at 0-0. 7.5 minutes played.
Well, there have been decent chances for Solomon and Harvey in the opening minutes.
Well, I think Israel have to go for it tonight. We're talking about the need for Scotland tonight, but Israel, having lost their first game at home, have to win tonight. And that might suit Scotland. They might come on to Scotland. And
What we need? What's going? Just keep passing the ball. I'm going to do quickly let you guys know what the team was. Sorry. The team is Marshall, O'Donnell, Robertson, Hendrick, Hangley, Tierney, McGinn, McTominay, McGregor, Fraser, Adams. On the bench is Gordon, McLaughlin, Dyke, Armstrong, Christie, Fleck, Gallagher, McKenna, Nesbitt, McBurney, Considine and McLean. Oh, Scotland have scored! Unlucky! 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 That's better! That's better from Scotland, that's better!
Using Perez, I think, to get up. Well, I think you could argue he could be hitting the target. They should be hitting the target. 7-8 yards out. He's done the hard bit, he's won it cleanly.
Chances for both teams in a bright and busy opening period.
Just keep going, keep the pressure going. If you keep the pressure on them, you never know what can happen at the end of it.
That draw against Austria was just Steve Clarke's second draw in 17 matches.
If they keep playing the way they are, and they keep playing with the passion, and keep playing with the heart, and they do this, they do that, they do this, they do that, and they do what they need to do, we can get a good result. And if you guys want to know why I do Scotland, it's because I have family ties to Scotland. My dad is Scottish, and half of my family is Scottish, so I have Scottish heritage in me on my dad's side of the family, so that's the reason why the Scottish is in me.
Yeah, I think Sheridan's has got a case there. Didn't look to be much in it. Nice little interplay between Nacho and Dassa, though.
Yeah, but if you just keep playing the way we are, and we do this, we do that, we do this, we do that sort of thing, I think Scotland can get a good result today. It's just, we just got to see what they can do the pressure, give everything we got.
The group winners qualify automatically for the World Cup. The runners-up go into a playoff, along with the two best teams from the Nations League. Abdel Hamid. Nacho, Eli Dassa.
Come on, Scotland! If you guys want to put any questions, put anything in the chat and I'll answer as many questions as I can. I'm happy to answer any of your questions, folks.
Dasa will take this throw.
Thank you very much, Luca. How are you doing?
Scotland will take that quite merrily.
Throwing to Scotland. Throwing to Scotland, about 11 minutes played.
You might be hearing that whistle a bit tonight, won't?
I'm not a fan of the big drum in, but I'm quite glad we put up with it tonight. It's just great to see supporters back in a football ground.
Just a bit.
Go on, McTominay, run with it, run with it, run with it, run with it. Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul. Well done.
Nacho.
Go on, keep the pressure. Keep the pressure going, boys.
Clever for their own good there, and here is Ryan Fraser.
Oh! McTominay, unlucky.
Got a lot to do. Well outside
Unlucky.
the when he gets his foot on it, Scott McTominay. Only going to get one touch.
Just so you guys know, one of my highest ever viewed watch-alongs ever on the channel was Scotland versus Serbia for a place in the Euros. It's my highest rated, so Scotland have got a lot to thank for it, so. But if Scotland keep going the way we are and pressurising, I think the goal could be not long in coming.
McTominay has scored a personal best 7 goals this season for Manchester United.
Tell you what, they take chances, they overplay at times, Israel at the back.
Marciano got away with that one.
They just play well and they just show a bit of heart and show a bit of continuity and try and gain something through it. I think we can gain something, but it's just see how we're going to do it.
Solomon not too far away, Sahavi likewise.
But let's wait and see how it goes. See how this game plans out, folks.
Weissman for Eli Dasa. Sahavi. Perez.
Well done. Now break.
Well won by Callum McGregor, who could be on his way here.
International break ends tonight.
Ryan Fraser up there with him, others arriving on the scene.
No, it doesn't, Riley. England have still got to play Poland on Wednesday.
It's a very open game this, and it's opening up for Israel. Nacho. Solomon.
England play. Very good day. What? Yeah. Not gonna answer that.
Menachem to send the cross in, but comfortable to say the least.
I mean, the league, Premier League and the Championship are coming back. Yeah. The Premier League and the Championship will come back next weekend. But during the week, the last round or qualifiers is during the week. I think Riley or any of my mods in the chat can explain, because I've explained it so many times. And I get answered it so many times. If any of you mods want to put, I guess Wednesday night will be the night where international break will be ending. Yeah, I think so, because that's our England's last game on Wednesday against Poland.
Weissman. Who scored Scotland's first equaliser against Austria. They twice came from
Mujra, I follow Scotland, but the reason I
that was a decent point for a while.
I follow Scotland because my dad is Scottish. My dad's side of the family is Scottish. So in my heritage, I have Scotland in my blood, or in my heritage, so I have a bit of Scottish in me. So I'm full English, but part of me is Scottish. Are you doing Chesterfield on Friday? I don't know yet. It all depends if there's going to be commentary of the game between Isreal and Chesterfield. If there isn't, then I won't be doing it.
Byron Kyle there in the middle was a late call-up for this squad. He wasn't named in the original party. British de Boer has been listed among the substitutes, but I don't think he's fit enough to be involved much.
Hello! Wait, our game is on Wednesday.
I think if you just turn up, you get named as a sub these days.
Right.
Solomon.
Kawan Ben B.
TV.
Chelsea's game against West Brom is on Saturday. Is on Saturday at 11:30
showing interest.
against West Brom. England's last game of the set of qualifiers is on Wednesday against Poland.
Hamid's header is collected by his former teammate at Celtic, Callum McGregor.
Yeah, I follow Scotland. I don't support Scotland. I follow because I have family connections with Scotland. So that's the reason. It's like I have a cousin who loves his football like me, and he also follows Scotland as well because our grandpa is Scottish, and that's the reason why we follow it, because we're quite connected. And hello, and there he is, speaking of the devil. Speaking of the devil, there he is. Hello, guys. Fingers crossed Scotland can get a result tonight. And Robertson to take the corner kick for Scotland. Ball's crossed in. Header. Oh, and it's a foul. It's a foul.
Foul on Itan TV.
There are some weird people. So, how is everyone? Is everyone doing all right? If you guys want to ask any questions, put in the chat. Scotland for this game between Scotland versus Israel. Put any questions. I'll answer any of your questions when I can. But you said it was on Wednesday, but you knew it was on Saturday. So why did you put it on Wednesday then? Wow. You didn't know when March ends. Wow.
McGregor.
My cousin in the chat, how are you doing? Hopefully you and Natalia are doing all right.
Fraser, who missed the November internationals for injury.
Go on! Oh, for God's sake, someone get in the bloody box!
That deserves so much better.
For me, Scotland are playing really well. They're playing with a lot of hope. They're playing with a lot of passion. I think they can get the result, but I think the crowd's going to make a big, huge say in this game.
Dasso will be the next port of call here, end to end.
Well done.
McGregor in the way. Adams.
So if they just play well. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Hope you're all having a good Sunday evening. Scotland 0, Israel 0, about 20 minutes played.
The last 5 internationals now, his best run in the Scotland team since 2017. Abdelhamid.
Gonna pop up for 5 minutes, folks. I won't be long.
Harvey, Solomon, rescued by Nacho.
Not a bad ball. Solomon didn't read it. Good early ball in behind. He knew Andy Robertson was up the pitch.
A bit of a surprise in the other match being played this evening in this group. Would you believe this? Austria 0, the Faroe Islands 1. Sonny Natterstad with the goal. In fact, way back in 1990, I think it was, that was the Faroe Islands' first ever competitive win in Austria. And they're 1-0 up there again.
Well, it'd be lovely if they could hold on, wouldn't it? Don't put too much money on it, though.
No. They've improved a bit in recent times, but we shall see. They do, of course, come to Scotland on Wednesday. The kick goes against Scott McTominay. Offrey Arad. Solomon. Menachem. Sahavi comes to get involved. TB floating one forward. Sahavi onto it and found his route blocked.
Terrific run from Menachem, the left wing back. And well picked out by TB with the ball in behind.
Now back, folks. Just have to go off somewhere quickly. I apologise. Go on, Scotland!
A lovely little ball in behind. Menachem had
we'll watch predictions for Chelsea Porto. I don't predict Chelsea games just because if it jinxes the result. I don't predict international game Chelsea games because I don't want to jinx it.
Nacho. Oh, what an opening here for Solomon.
What a save! What a save by Marshall. Oh my God, Isreal got Scotland on the ropes.
Steve Clark will be wondering why he's getting so much space.
Scotland are under the cosh here, folks.
Ball from Nacho to find them.
Well, he did settle the Nations League encounter between these teams.
So how's everyone? Everyone doing well on this fine 3 attempts each for Scotland and Isreal.
Real Madrid this season for South Donetsk and against Manchester City last season, so he likes the occasion.
Thank you for the thumbs up. I highly appreciate it, folks. VAR is not in use in the World Cup qualifiers.
Solomon.
Well done! Well done! Come on, Scotland!
Arad. Menachem. Iran Zahavi. TB. Andy Dassa. Solomon. Lots of expectation from the 5,000 fans here. And Manor Solomon is on the ball. And this man, Zahavi. Arad took the shot on.
I think David Marshall will be quite happy to see him hitting it from that angle, that range. He's going to do very well to beat the Scotland keeper from there.
Wow.
But their build-up's been good, Israel. I think they realise that they have to win this game, having lost their first at home. And they've got Scotland on the back foot. Scotland much deeper, I'm sure, than Steve Platt would want them right now. This was a chance for Solomon. What a chance that is. Goes straight down the throat of David Marshall. Either side he scores, surely.
So, how is everyone? Everyone enjoying the stream? Hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe with the bell notification for if you like the live watch along. And then he hits his own player. Unlucky, unlucky. And just something.
Dassa for Zahavi. Tricky period this for Scotland.
Scotland can get 12 time with this result. I'll be happy.
Jack Hendry catching Dor Perez, so it's a yellow card for Hendry.
Well, the replay will tell the story. Jack Hendry convinced he took some of the ball. And he did. It's a follow through again, and you know, I'm not sure how a player who's committed to going and winning the ball can then pull out the challenge. He's taken plenty of the ball. His momentum's taken him through.
So, come on guys, let's all pray that Scotland win this game.
David Marshall sorting out his wall, but
why do you call us peeps?
Well,
I don't even call you that. I'm wearing my Scotland shirt just to let you know. I'm just doing this just to this because it makes you feel a bit more comfortable wearing, sort of thing.
Scoring record for his country, 18 in the last 20 internationals.
So here we go, Scotland. I've given away a free kick. 28 minutes played, 0-0.
Zahavi has moved away, so Nacho over it.
Just try not to concede, please.
It is Nacho to float it in.
Well done, all out for a goal kick to Scotland.
At the back post. Just stopped his run. Not the worst ball in.
Free kick to goal kick to Scotland. Played nearly about half an hour, 0-0.
Very much the go-to guy for Israel, Nacho. Directs all the traffic for them. Scotland need to get further up the pitch right now.
We're on Wednesday, are we? Ha ha ha! I like that. Get a bit of Sheffield Wednesday involved, but yeah, it'd be good for Jack. It'd be good for my cousin if it ends up when Sheffield Wednesday get relegated, because it means when it gets an international break, he can still watch Wednesday and won't really have to like watch England and stuff because he can watch Wednesday instead. And how is that not a free kick? I want to say thank you, ref.
10 minutes late.
Jesus, that was had to hurt.
Oh, he's not unlike De Boer in the sense that he likes a physical contest, Weissman, but I think he's come off second best here.
You're right, Davey. Pharaoh's joy was short-lived. Alexander Dragovic has equalised for Austria. Tierney. Well, that's a free kick for Scotland as Callum McGregor is taken out.
So it's a
by
free
his,
kick to Scotland.
former Celtic colleague.
Have I got any mods in the chat?
It's a really good.
You can answer that question for me, because
Tierney to
I
find
get
it.
answered this question
Takes a decent
so
touch, then gets his
many
body
times. When I do a
across.
Scotland game or an England game, I get answer that. Are you English or are you Scottish?
Oh, this is within range.
I get answer this. Right.
You've done nothing to trouble
Guys,
us so far.
if you
This is a
dislike
decent
the
chance to work
stream,
it.
come on the stream and tell me why you dislike it.
A definite opportunity here for Scotland. Free kick in a terrific position.
Callum, I am English,
They're going to try and get a shot on target.
born in
with Scott
England,
McTominay.
but I have.
Well, he's moved away to maybe
My
away
dad
from
is
cross.
Scottish. My
It's
grandparents
left to Robertson to float it in.
are
Aaron's got a little nick with it.
my grandpa is Scottish.
Hanley tried to make it
So I have a family connection to Scotland. So I follow Scotland for that reason. But my main country is England.
Thought they might have had a pop from there. Israel, 80
Well,
seconds
how
in
does he
the
know it?
keeper
Because
ranking
I say
compared
it
to
so many
48
times, but
for
none
Scotland.
of you listen. He's the only one that knows because he listens to what I say, and then people didn't go and ask, oh, are you English or are you Scottish? If you guys do not listen and ask me that again, you will be timed out.
Surprised Scotland haven't tried to put a higher press on Israel.
No free kick from again. Eretz unable to feed Solomon. Sahavi steps in. Israel playing with Tatus at the moment. Solomon shadowed by Hendry. Peretz.
Come on, Scotland!
Abdel Hamid. Ali Dassa. Peretz. Callum McGregor screening that. Adams now for Fraser. Does come back to Che Adams. That'll be a free kick and Nacho's foul on McGregor.
Hello, Pradeep. How are you?
On by Adams. Fraser looking to return the compliment here.
Oh!
Luciano comes out and there was contact.
Oh, unlucky, unlucky.
Good ball from Scotland, though. And they need more of that. Early passing, good movement. McGinn, Fraser, Adams all involved here. And I think you could argue that Shea Adams should pull out of that. But on his first start, very unlikely.
The internationals just keep on coming. How good are the Czech Republic looking at the moment? They go to Wales Tuesday 7:30 Sky Sports main event. Well, the Republic of Ireland beaten by Luxembourg have a friendly against Qatar Tuesday 7:40 Sky Sports football. And we are back with Scotland at Hampden on Wednesday 7 o'clock on Sky Sports main event. And Northern Ireland face Bulgaria on the same night. That's on Sky Sports Football. Callum McGregor. McTominay. Tierney. Adams. Helping it on to Robertson. Robertson's
Go on,
cross.
oh!
Marciano surely could have caught that.
TB did well. Offered Andy Robertson no angle at all to pick out a white shirt there.
10 minutes to half time. McGinn. Cleared by Abdelhamid.
Alright. Are people just disliking the stream because one?
Tierney.
Oh, I'm English, but I'm following Scotland. Or is it because, oh, you shouldn't be following Two Nations or something? Come on the stream and tell me why, instead of just disliking the stream for no freaking reason, guys.
Only one winner for that.
TB. Abdelhamid, who spent a couple of years with Celtic.
Come on, Scotland, do something, come on.
Cut out by McGregor, but Dor Peretz hooks it on to Manor Solomon.
Oh God, we got that again.
Abdelhamid. Sahavi. Nacho. Eli Dassa. Nacho. Malcolm. Solomon.
If any of you guys have all just dislike the stream because of, oh, it's an Englishman doing a Scottish game,
Abdelhamid confronted by Callum McGregor. But it's
then that's sad. Then that's sad. Good save.
Is collected by Marshall.
It's a decent chance again. I'm surprised
Good
he
save.
didn't go back across David Marshall to David Marshall's left. Nice little clip cross here from Nacho, hung up beautifully. Again, it's straight at David Marshall. Has to go down as a decent chance.
What the heck? I don't even have a clue what they're on.
Austria
These people.
have turned it around against the Faroe Islands now. Christoph Baumgartner has put them ahead. So they've got over what must have been an early shock.
Guys. So basically, you guys are telling me how to run my own stream.
Surprised me how much time Scotland are allowing TV and the ball. His range of
So
passing is
basically what you're
terrific.
saying is,
And you know what,
if
Scotland
I
stand
do
off and
play
allow
some
them to come up
music,
for the
are
halfway
you
line.
guys
It's
going
good
to have a
enough
go at me?
with the long range passing
Just
to
for
give
playing
Scotland problems.
music. God's sake.
Tierney.
I don't hear anybody else moaning about me doing what I do at half time.
Adams with a good layoff here for Stephen O'Donnell.
Because I bet if he
Oh,
plays
Seth
music at
Brothers
half
again.
time, we're going to dislike the stream. Oh,
Adams blocked by Abdelhamid.
that's a bunch of idiots for doing that.
And here we go at the other end now with Nacho.
Come on.
Still brilliantly to get goals
Come on,
wide
Scotland.
of Nacho.
Do something
Real
for
selfless
hey,
run
frick's sake.
from the striker to get himself back, stop the counter.
It's McGregor though who won it back.
You
for
are
Scotland,
correct.
and now Fraser.
You are correct.
Quick return.
Oh, you.
McGregor couldn't quite latch onto it.
Oh. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I understand that. I understand that, guys. The only difference is that
Grimacing a little.
I have been doing the thing where I put music at half time for a while because I'm making it look like you're at a game of football where the commentary and then the rest of it you have music played at half time like you do at a stadium. So it's like you got that feel for it. I haven't had anyone complain about it until about now.
Okay.
But I don't want to change it up because
Final
it's,
5 minutes of the first half.
I'm not really going to change it. It's not really going to change.
Stadium in
If
Tel
people say
Aviv.
they want me to do analytics of it, I really can't do that. I've not really got the way of doing that. So the music way is a lot more better. But we'll keep going. And if I end up doing what I do at half time and they dislike the stream, then it doesn't bother me. 'Cause I don't want people. I don't want people being on stream and we have banter and all like that and have a bit of a laugh and a joke while I watch the game of football. But don't tell me what to do on my own stream, because I can make that decision for myself. That's the only issue. That's not a free kick, ref. That's never a free kick. It fell over.
Wasn't expecting the pass. Quite glad to accept the free kick though. Well, they've had the chances, Israel.
Come on, Scotland.
Better than Solomon's. Guessing Steve Clark won't be too happy with what he's watched in this first half, because Israel have bossed it.
Harvey, no free kick this time. For
Get up! Get up!
Well, there's been so many meetings between these two nations in the past 2.5 years. No secrets on either side, and Israel have always been tough and stern opponents, especially when they've been at home. I mean, they took Scotland to penalties in the playoff, goal kick there, as opposed to a free kick.
Yeah, he's looking for the free kick, Ryan Fraser. I think he probably should have had it. Abdul Hamid wrong side at one point.
Wow.
Clear
Glunton, your spelling's a bit wrong. You said show the stream.
Steve Clark needed a bit more from his players in the second half against Austria and got it.
Yeah.
It's a similar feeling here, isn't it?
Come on, Scotland.
TV. Abdel Hamid.
Yeah. Oh, 4 dislikes because I won. Oh, I'm not showing the game. Oh, I'm not showing the game. I get that every freaking time with everyone. Everyone gone, get it, I can't. Oh, it scored! They've scored!
Stunning strike! Just his second goal for Israel, and they've both been against Scotland. It's a big blow for the Scots, this. There's time to repair the damage, and they need to.
That's a wonderful strike, nothing David Marshall could do. But I
Israel
think
scored,
Scotland are
folks.
giving the Israeli defenders too much time to
Israel
wander out with the
scored.
ball and pick a long pass, and that's what Abdel Hamid does. Switch to the left-hand side.
Israel have scored,
Catches
folks.
Scotland out. Scott McTominay trying to get out to close the ball down, can't get there. You can't argue with the strike. Now David Marshall gets something on it. Doesn't look too clever from behind the goal for David Marshall, you'd have to say.
Well, he scored against Scotland in the Nations League in 2018. He's repeated the feat here. He only scores against Scotland for Israel.
Right. If you're going to be like that.
Scored a minute before half-time when Scotland came to Israel in November, and they've roughly done the same here, and they held on to that lead, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you can't argue with, if you're Steve Clark, you can't argue with the scoreline. It could have been 2 or 3, and they've had some really good chances, Israel.
Robertson takes, helped on by Hanley, but gathered by Marciano. And there will be an additional minute added on.
Oh! Were I happy when Israel scored? No! If you're here to cause drama, bugger off at the stream. You don't deserve to be here. If you're here just to wind me up, then bugger off.
Easy to say that when you've seen it 4 or 5 times, but
I don't need it.
normally he's getting that round the
If
post.
people are here, we're here to enjoy the stream. And if someone's here to wind us up, then don't be here. And if you dislike it because I yell at you, it's on you.
This evening, Sasha Kalatic,
Because nobody else has
Full
come on
advantage
here
for Scotland.
and decided, oh, we're going to wind someone up.
Denmark earlier beating Moldova and some 8-0, their biggest ever win in a qualifier. It's Willie Orutensteiner's side who have the lead in Tel Aviv, and the 5,000 fans, apart from the guy with the saltire, are loving it. It is half-time.
Half-time,
Really
folks.
argue with the scoreline on the basis of that first half, but it was all in the timing again. Just before the break, a belter from Dor Perez. And at half-time in Tel Aviv, it's Israel 1, it's Scotland 0.
Yeah, I agree. Come on, Scotland got no chance in the Euros. You can always pray, but like I say, you get what you're given. You get what you are given. It's like people have told me to try and do analytics of the first half. There wasn't really anything I can do. I don't have like the ways of doing it which can be better for people, but like I say, Scotland tried their best. They played really well in that first half, a lot of majority of that game, and Scotland should be three goals down. I have to be brutally honest. I want to be as positive as I can, but I have to say, Scotland should have been 3-0 down. If Israel took their chances, Scotland would be out of sight by now. And it's just thanks to David Marshall and the Israel that can't freaking finish. You are doing a good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Learn to earn. You made up for that. Cause I had to say it to get it out of my chest. I just put some music on just because it's half time. Just makes it a little bit easier. But put your question in the chat and I'll answer all your questions at half time.
People say those that belong, their hearts beat to sounds of the same song. And they are like one, I'm sure we're the same. I know I'm not wrong, this love real game. But you had to change your heart, I know. It wasn't like this, I'm sure it wasn't for sure. You're on your own path, you made a new start. It's over now.
Where are you from? I'm from England. I say stuff over and over again and I won't say it again.
You've torn us apart.
So guys, I'm doing the Q&A at half time, so put your questions in and I'll answer all your questions. There'll be a time there's still 45 minutes for Scott to get back in it, boys. I am not answering that question, Learn to Earn. Not answering that question. Scotland have about 45 minutes to get back in it. That's plenty of time.
It's such a shame. You're blindsided me. You'll nothing take the blame. But you had a change of heart.
We just gotta keep pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. The more we do it, the more better we get, the more chance we might have of creating something. But
It's over now. You've torn us apart. It's over now.
I won't answer that question. So some questions I won't answer, and you answer a lot of questions that are quite personal that I'm not going to answer. But so, if you guys want to tell me where you're watching the game from in the world, let me know in the chat. Right. Right, Ray. The score is on the screen. God, some people are not looking. Oh, he's from Australia, I forgot. Ray, it is on the screen. So put down in the chat where you guys are from in the world. We got one guy here from Australia. Down under, man.